Okay, so as a real estate agent and a relocation specialist, I have a few quick tips for people that are going to be moving, okay? The first one is to consider your roommates. Yes, consider your roommate situation. If you have a roommate right now, currently, make sure that that person is able to take care of their portion, their part of the rent. If you're renting, which, this is what I'm addressing right now. If you're renting, make sure that they can handle their rent, because in the event that you were evicted or in the event that you were to leave, the entire amount will likely be placed onto your background as well as the roommate. So it's not like they were going to split it up. The only time they will do that is I've seen them do it in like student housing situations. Sometimes they'll split it up. Okay. And then also, if you're going to be moving to your next place with a roommate, try to consider trying to find something that is going to pay you enough to where in the event the roommate were short on his or her rent, that you were able to cover that, okay? Or you have a nest egg somewhere and you're good with that, okay? The next one I would say is to tie up your loose ends. So if you're going to be moving somewhere to your next place that you're going to be renting, tie up your loose ends where you're at currently. And what I mean by that is try to pay down some of your balances. Try to get your credit score up. Try to negotiate with your creditors, because a lot of properties will look at your debt to income ratio, okay? And what the debt to income ratio is, it is a factor that they look at when it comes to affordability. Can you afford to pay their rent? Because they're going to add that rent to it, and they're going to look at what you're making and divide it. And sometimes it can exceed 45, 50%. Each place varies. So just try to get your debts down as much as possible. And then my last tip is to be practical. Be realistic, be practical with your situation. So if you're looking for somewhere luxury, not that you can't have luxury, but try it again to tie up those loose ends, bring down the balances, pay up the credit, pay down the credit, and all of that, because you may not be able to get to the exact place that you're looking for. However, there are places that will likely work with you and accept you, but just be realistic and be practical, because you may have to be in a situation that is not ideal initially until you're able to get things moving, okay? So if you are planning a relocation to Arizona, I am your AZ Relo plug, and guess what? I just recently became a collaborator for those looking to relocate to Panama. Yes, right? So I have been busy, but I'm in Arizona right now. If you want to come to Arizona, reach out to me. I'm your AZ Relo plug. You can get me on my website, yourazreloplug.com. You may call me at 888-765-RELO. If you're local, reach out to me. Have any collaborations you want to work together on, send me an email, info@yourazreloplug.com. But yes, I just want to jump on here this evening and do this quick video, because I know it's going to help someone, okay? So that's all I have for you. I know a lot of people are moving and shaking things up right now with things happening in their life, and they just don't want to be where they used to be. I know it's easy to say, get up and go somewhere. Oh, just do it. But really, it is just that simple, because sometimes you don't have all the I's dotted and the T's crossed. You literally are just going to learn as you fly, so not saying that we're going to always have a plan, but if you have a dream, if you have a goal, if you aspire for something, to do something, I don't care how big or small it is, I know you can achieve it, okay? So I'm on so many journeys right now. I'm back in my health and wellness journey, so in the process of moving everything, I kind of slipped off when it came to going to workouts, swimming, and all of that. I kind of fell off. So I'm getting back in the saddle. And then, believe it or not, it got really cold here in Arizona. So yeah, it got cold to where I just literally was kind of like I was in the Midwest. I just wanted to go from door to door. Didn't really want to, be outside, but, our cold isn't like the cold in the Midwest or the North, or even parts of the South, but still, we get spoiled. I've been in Arizona about 5 years now. So, what is that on? Oh, the TV's on. I just saw something. I was like, oh my God, what is that? So this is raw and uncut. I didn't get all fancy for you today. Sometimes I do like to get fancy, but I did not. So, yeah. Anybody looking to relocate, anybody looking to move, I highly suggest you do those things. Try to consider your roommate situation. If your current roommate isn't really working out, don't take them to the next place with you, because it's likely going to be, in the same situation. Now, also, I have tons of people telling me, hey, my landlord said I didn't have to pay. I could just leave, Now, if your lease is telling you you have to give a 30-day or a 60-day notice, make sure you read your lease. That is a definite part of your lease that you want to read. And I'm actually going to pull up a lease agreement and go over that part, and really talk about it, because I feel like most people just think, hey, if my lease is up October 31st, I can just leave, turn in my keys, I'm gone. But unfortunately, most places still require, it's not like the old days, when you could just, you're at the end of your lease, you're out of there. They will still, want that extra money out of you. But, it's not even that. You just have to be on top of it. Plan things accordingly. If you're looking to leave in October, turn in your notice in August, okay? If you have to give them a 60-day notice, start looking. Make sure that you lock down something in that time frame, because that way you don't want to be, having yourself set up to where you have to go back to them and have them rescind that notice. So I definitely recommend that you try to get anything in writing, because so many people say, oh, I was in an abusive relationship or a situation, domestic, it didn't work out, whatever happened, this or that, and I had to leave, in a day or overnight. Me and the kids got out. So many times people are in situations that they've never been in before, and they don't know, how to go about getting the proper documentation, because I see so many people, they have a valid story, but at the end of the day, you want to tell that to the judge. That's how it goes. You really, if you can get some documentation from the courts, you have a police report, something showing, hey, this was a situation, then in most cases, they can seal your record. They can possibly, say that you don't owe it, but you definitely want to try to gather those documents. I know it's hard when you're going through all of the things, but that's why a support system is so critical, so important, because sometimes other people can make those calls for you, and those kind of pick those documents up for you. So try to do what you can in this life to build a support system. I don't care where you're living, where you're moving to, what's going on. If you don't have family, sometimes, blood isn't always, family isn't always blood. So you want to try to build relationships with people, because, you never know that, like they say, we all need somebody to lean on. I mean, you never know, because life is going to always throw things at you. And it's always good to have somebody to lean on. It really is. So that's all I got for you. I was trying to run this thing up for 10 minutes, so I'm almost there. So I'm really surprised that I was able to talk to you for 10 minutes, because I just see how fast the time went, and it is going pretty fast. Because I always say, oh, I can't get on there and just talk to myself, but really, I know somebody's going to watch this video. I know somebody's going to pick this up. I know somebody's going to share this and get it to the right eyes and ears. But yeah, I just want to go ahead and let you know that I'm here for you. If you're planning a relocation, or if you have some questions about relocating and what that entails, what's the first step? I actually am working on a relocation guide right now, so I'm going to be dropping that soon. But if you're planning your relocation to Arizona, reach out to me. Or if you're looking to relocate to Panama, okay, definitely, most definitely reach out to me. I am your collaborator there. So I cannot wait to work with you. I cannot wait to answer your questions. Be blessed. And I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing down because guess what? It's my bedtime. Good night or good morning, whatever time you're watching this. Be blessed.